Joining us, everybody, first at 9. If you haven't heard of the potential railway strike, get ready. In a distribution hub like Memphis, a rail shutdown could be catastrophic, and it could happen as soon as Friday. Our Rebecca Butcher on what this could mean for the Bluff City.
It's time to renegotiate the contracts, and the unions wanting more and employers want to give less.
A dispute that's as old as time. Workers wanting more money and employers claiming they don't have it. That's stoking fears of freight rail strikes that could also affect passenger lines like Amtrak. Amtrak has already canceled all long-distance routes, hoping to avoid any passenger interruptions, including here in Memphis.
We know our Amtrak line that runs from Chicago to New Orleans is shutting down. So if you had trips planned that were on Amtrak, you can forget those right now.
The negotiations don't involve Amtrak, but since Amtrak uses many of the same rail lines owned by freight railroad companies, it has a big dog in the fight.
It's bad news for consumers who may see prices rise for particularly agricultural commodities, cars, things that we all purchase.
The bottom line, economist Dr. Ganushki says, if an agreement isn't reached, it's bad for Memphis. First, it's consumers, which he expects will see soaring interest rates, also hurting businesses and workers. Now, what helps Memphis moving in the first place is shipping, and without rail freight moving, it could quickly mean a major loss for us.
Anybody who gets their parts, any employer that gets their parts, or like an automobile industry or others that depends on rail lines, will in fact be harmed.
The deadline for workers and employers to kiss and make up is Thursday night.
Do I expect an agreement? Probably not. Okay, there's a lot of pressure on the unions to in fact reach a positive solution, and that's from their members. They want to see better wages, better fringe benefits.
Now, the Biden administration is working to help mediate the labor dispute. Also, the federal government could step in by invoking the Railway Labor Act.
I think both the president and Congress want to avoid being too involved. Okay? They can be too involved. This needs to be a resolution by the industry and by the unions.
Now, once again, the deadline to reach an agreement is this Friday at 12:01 a.m. Now, if no agreement is met, rail workers will officially go on strike.